You know what I'm saying? That, her vagina, not that vagina. That just sounds retarded. Your wife's vagina, okay? It's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good to her in righteousness. You see, because you guys gonna connect, and this is done in right. Only righteous people can really know what I'm talking about. Can get that spiritual connection from their partner. You see. It says many believe that sperm retention helps redirect sexual energies to other areas of life. It does, actually. It really do. Or that it improves mental health and spiritual growth. Yes, it does. Now, why am I saying that? Because it just makes sense. You're going and let me tell you why it makes sense. Even when you're doing push-ups and shit, that shit is fucking hard, especially somebody my size. But the hard shit is what you need to do. That's how I get to the concept of you need to do the hard shit. You need to just do the hard shit, because jacking off and watching pornography is the easiest shit in the fucking world. But you need to do the hard shit, the shit that you're not doing. You see what I'm saying? That's how I know that this not too far from the truth. Also, the scripture says, be fruitful and multiply. That was the first commandment before mankind fell. The first commandment was what? Be fruitful and multiply. You see what I'm saying? So all these thoughts and everything, these just could be thoughts and everything, because men have insecurities too. I'm using myself as an example. Men are insecure about their penis size. Okay. Now, that's normal. I'm not saying to be insecure about it, but deal with it. You have erectile dysfunction, deal with it. Now, me personally, I can get it up, but I'm not trying to brag. Okay. It's not just to throw in anybody's face. It's just saying this is just normal. One thing I feel like I haven't had is a safe space just to talk about this without somebody. It's not just nitpicking, because we are judging everything. It's like just nitpick and just irritation. You know what I'm saying? Because men go through things and women go through things too, and undermining their feelings too. That can be annoying too, because women get horny too, just like men. Okay, women want to bust nuts too, just like man wants to bust nuts. Okay, human being was put on this earth to procreate. That's it. That's all. Okay, many believe that sperm retention helps redirect sexual energies to other areas of life, or that it improves mental health and spiritual growth. Okay, it says is it the same as no fat? That's a question. No fat is often used in the same context as semen retention. I guess a no fat is just not busting nuts. And if you're strong enough to just do that and everything, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But no fat, I believe that you can get this is what I've heard. You can still get the box without busting nuts. Just let her come and everything, which is giving her sexual pleasure too. Cool. That's not a sin either. If you don't want to bust a nut, you don't have to bust a nut. Like, you have to reach, man, I feel like our goal is to reach the point of, like, yes, bust nuts and everything, but know how to control yourself sexually. That's not wicked. That's not controlling your mind. That's actually making you stronger too. Okay. That's actually making you stronger. And this time of day, you have to be strong with no excuses, because you can't. I say I want to endure to the end, keep jacking off. That's not enduring that's not even enduring in the hour. That's not even enduring the day. I want to endure to the end so I can be saved. You can't even endure a whole 6 months without busting a nut, let alone a day or a year. You can't endure nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I jack up every day. It's like I'm trying. Once a day, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Narrowing it down, but you still got to stop making excuses and shit. I'm trying. Fuck all that trying. Do it. Easier said than done. But you got to do it. And I'm putting myself, like I said, my head is on the chopping block. Literally, my big ass head chopped off. That's bowing out gracefully, or getting your head chopped off. And I'm thinking like this, not to be a psychopath or saying you have to do this. I'm using this for myself, because there's no more excuses. Okay. So there is research to support this. Okay, hold on. It says the word nofap is often used in the same context as semen retention, but it's not really the same thing. Nofap is the same, is the name of an organization And nofap.com is it associated community based with porn recovery websites. Nofap.com about section explains that nofap is not a verb, a principle, or a movement. Its stated purpose is providing information and community support to help people who want to recover from compulsive sexual behavior and improve their relationships. Now, this is improving relationships too. Okay, that's what nofap. Like I said, I've heard that I've heard brothers say they have sex with their wives without busting nuts. Some brothers can do that. You know what I'm saying? And to improve their relationships and everything, which is cool. If you want to improve your relationship, because if I'm condemning you on your relationship, hey, listen, if you want to improve your relationship, cool, okay? It says, so while it might be part of the discussion, nofap focus is on breaking the dependence on porn, not specifically on semen retention, okay? Meaning, and I understand that. It's like you're, instead of looking at porn, you're just, making love to your wife, basically. You're making love to your wife and everything. If she want to get off, she wants to get off. You know what I'm saying? Or if she wants to get off, you know what I'm saying? Get one off, which is nothing wrong with that either. Okay? It's a complicated, multi-faceted topic, and research is lacking. Not having enough research doesn't mean all claims are false, though. It does mean that additional research and long-term studies are needed to reach firm conclusions about specific claims. Here are a few published studies. In 2018, researchers conducted a systemic review of studies on the length of ejaculatory abstinence and semen characteristics. They noted that the varied quality and limited nature of existing studies. Evidence suggests that an abstinence period of less than a day rather than a longer abstinence period is linked to improvement with sperm motility. In a 2007 animal study, researchers found that androgen receptors in the brain, which help your body make use of testosterone, were lower with frequent masturbation. In a small 2003 study, researchers documented a link between ejaculations and changes in serum testosterone levels among the 28 volunteers. Testosterone level peaked on the 7th day of abstinence. A small 2001 study found elevating testosterone levels is participant who abstained from masturbation for 3 weeks. In 2000 study, a female in a 2000 study of female athletes, researchers found that sexual activity didn't have a detrimental effect on athletic performance, but having intercourse 2 hours before a competition could. Now, understand, this is 2000. Okay, male athlete. I say female. I meant male athletes. Okay, researchers found that sexual activity didn't have a detrimental effect on athletic performances, but having intercourse 2 hours before a competition could. Now, some people believe this, some people don't. Okay, still to this day. Now, this could be. I'm not saying this is not true. Okay, but I've heard this too. I've heard this that having sex before competition could be detrimental to some people. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But it's all levels to it. Okay. Now let's go down. How is it done? You can abstain from sex, or you can learn to have an orgasm without ejaculating. It takes a lot of muscle control, so get in the habit of doing Kegel exercising. Flexing your pelvic muscles just before ejaculation is key. Are there any risks to consider? Hold on, let's read this. Are there any risks to consider? There doesn't appear to be evidence that semen retention is risky or physical or mental health. If you feel good about it, carry on. How is it done? You can abstain from sex, or you can learn to have an orgasm with ejaculation. It takes a lot of muscle control, so get in the habit of doing Kegel exercises, flexing your pelvic muscles just before ejaculation is key. The Mayo Clinic offers these exercising techniques. Okay. Locate your pelvic floor muscles, stop urinating midstream, or tighten the muscles that keep you from passing gas. Now you have a sense of where those muscles are. You can do these exercises while laying down, sitting, standing, or even walking. Contract your pelvic floor muscles. Hold for 3 seconds, then relax for 3 seconds. Focus on contracting your pelvic floor muscles only. Keep the muscles in your buttocks, thighs, and abdomen relaxed. Breathe freely. Do this in sets of 10 at least 3 times a day to build muscle control. Okay, so they're giving you advice that you can do this, and exercising does work. Okay, during vaginal, anal, or oral sex, you'll need to maintain control over your muscles. Man, Esau be going the fuck off. Hey, listen, okay, there's nothing wrong with vaginal sex, but anal sex is not cool. Oral sex is not sodomy, so it is lawful according to the scriptures. When it's between a man and a woman. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. You'll need to maintain control over your muscles. Okay, let go of tension in the jaw, buttocks, and legs. Learn to relax and avoid or I'll say oral sex is, well, let me go back. Oral sex is good between a man and his wife, okay? A man and a woman, a man and his wife, okay? Just because Jake is simple, okay? Vagina sex is good, okay? When you with your wife, okay? And just keep it because Jake is simple, okay? Let go of tension in the jaw, buttocks, and legs. Learn to relax and avoid and access building up of energy in the pelvis. As orgasms approaches, take long, deep breath. Try holding perfectly still for a few moments to calm your body. Put your attention on the other person. All right, so they're telling you different things. I mean, you can follow this, but the pelvic stuff, you can follow that. Follow the exercises and do what you want. Like, research your own, okay? Can you still engage in sexual? Okay, so basically, this is giving you an example of what it is, okay, and what you can do, okay? Man, Esau be going, bro. Semen retention is healthy to hold in. Okay, so I don't even want to stop it. First of all, hold on. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. So I broke this down several times. 1 Corinthians 7. That's dealing with, Corinthians. That's dealing with a part of fornication. But because it is not good for a man not to touch a 1 Corinthians 7:1, it says, now concerning the things wherefore ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman, nevertheless to avoid fornication. Let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. And this is Paul teaching on marriage, okay? Now, understand, this is, do your research, because, 1 Corinthians, basically, Paul is dealing with illicit sexual acts, and not only that, idolatry in the church of Corinth, too. So this is not just saying that, a man just supposed to, because I already went through this already, a man just supposed to only have one wife. That's not what's in the scriptures, okay? But to avoid fornication. And in this context of the video, I'm dealing with the context of fornication. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to break down Corinthians anymore, or at least right now, okay? But I do want to get Galatians, though. Galatians 5. Okay, so let's do 1 Corinthians 5:1. I'm gonna start from verse 1. It says, stand fast, therefore, in liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Ooh, that's a good topic to touch on right there. But I'm gonna read down everything because I'm closing out after this. But that's, oh my God, that's the spirit. But I'll deal with that another time. It says, Christ is become of no effect unto you. Whosoever of you are justified by the law, ye are fallen from grace. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. For in Yahushua Mashiach neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision, but faith, which worketh by love. Ye did run well, who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth. This persuasion cometh not of him that calleth you. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. I have confidence in you through the Lord that ye will be none otherwise minded, but he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever he be. And I, brethren, if I yet preach circumcision, why do I yet suffer persecution? Then is the offense of the cross ceased? I would they were even cut off which troubled you. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Okay, freedom, liberty. Okay, only use not liberty for an occasion, meaning an excuse to the flesh. Let's look. Please look up the word, okay? Because occasion is not going to say excuse, but it's a part of an excuse. It's used as an excuse. That's what Paul is talking about. Okay, now let's look at the word because people say occasion doesn't mean excuse. You got people just, oh my God, bro. I don't care what people think. It's just like everybody has a nitpick, so I'm just doing it with the nitpickers. Okay, figuratively an opportunity. Okay, yes, an excuse. You have an opportunity, excuse to use it to for the flesh. Okay, so Paul is saying, for brethren, ye have been called into liberty, only not use your freedom. The liberty is freedom. Okay. Or part of freedom, okay? For an occasion to the flesh. It's, occasion to the flesh, meaning don't use your liberty, your freedom for an excuse. Meaning, you're free from the law. You're free from, the law of being like basically condemned by the law. But don't use it as an excuse for the flesh. Now, because this is part of his mercy, because you're going to still be judged. You still have to keep his command. There's no escaping this. He's giving you liberty to get it right, though. That's a difference. That's what he's talking about in this context. But by love, serve one another. Love, serve one another. Your brother and your sister. Because all sisters are not going to fuck up. And I'm tired of hearing that shit. Y'all all leave the women out. No, bro. We all fell to this shit. All of us, bro, and all the sisters and brothers who don't want to get it right, cut them off, bro. But it's women in the truth too, bro. There's women that's sincere in the truth that's rocking with their husbands, bro. Like, stop with the bullshit. And they got women out here who want a godly man, bro, who's not trying to like overthrow you or just like say, look, I got you. No, all you niggas in the world, and this is what I get on your motherfuckers. All you niggas have smashed these hoes. I have smashed these whole niggas in the past, okay? All you niggas that smashed holes in the past, all you niggas with the mindset of, well, yeah, we should smash through the 304s. That applies to you. Everybody don't have your mindset. Every brother was not out here knocking down doonies in they teens and shit, bro. Every brother's had different things, different angles, different goals to accomplish. You have brothers that went to college and ran track. You have brothers that, went to college and you have brothers that went to college and they were still in the truth. You had sisters that was in the college and found the truth. You had sisters, you have brothers and sisters coming out of the Christian church finding the truth and everything. You have brothers and sisters from different walks of life trying to live right. And I understand, you always put motherfuckers in the goody two-shoe box as if we don't have problems, bro. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the kingdom of heaven if I can just get in. Everybody has problems, bro. Yo, we left this Willie Lynch shit, like the brother K. Camp said, the Willie Lynch shit, bro. The excuses, bro. Throw those weak ass shit out the window. I wish we can all, as Americans, black Americans, so-called not even Americans, I don't even like to say that fucking word, as Israelites in America, okay? I wish we can, not even wish, I don't like to say that shit. As Israelites in America, there comes a time where we have to do the marathon walk as a whole. So we can all take your eyes off each other and stop, and as a whole, do the marathon walk. And I'm using that metaphorically, and also it can also benefit you too. Whatever you weak at, because people say, well, that's going to expose your weakness if you're not strong enough to carry. Well, whatever you weak at, that's when the brother or the sister can help you with carry your load. But that crab in the bucket mentality, Brother K. Kent was talking about that. That's the thing that we have to get away from. And also, crabs don't belong in the bucket either. We have to throw the bucket back into the ocean and let the crabs go back to the ocean. Also, we got to stop thinking in the mind of a damn crab. It's just so simple. I'm not an animal. I'm not a sea animal. I'm not a crab. I don't even like crabs or lobster. Get off the boo-boo. That's all you have to do. And I'm not saying it to make fun. I am saying it as simple as that. Okay? And I, brethren, if I preach circumcision, hold on. Shalakia. For brethren, ye have been called into liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love your neighbor as yourself. I'm not loving my neighbor if I want to fuck his wife. That's no love in my heart. I'm not loving my sister. My neighbor is my sister too, so I'm not doing her no justice if I want to fuck her if she's married. Okay? I know my language is vulgar, but I'm trying to get to the point because you guys like vulgar shit. So I'm trying to get to the point. I don't love my neighbor. I don't love his wife because they both my neighbor. Okay? And the male neighbor, like, I'm not doing him no justice because I'm sleeping with his wife. I'm not loving my neighbor if I'm looking at his wife on Instagram and getting pictures in my head and jacking off. And I'm not even loving my neighbor if I'm watching porn. That could be somebody's daughter, wife, ex-wife, or a prostitute. Because all these human beings come from somewhere. Okay, they just chose their path. But I'm not doing my neighbor no justice either, and I'm putting myself in a chopping block. Like I said, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm just saying to me. So take this how you want to take it. Stop. Okay, stop. Don't nitpick. And I'm talking for all you old nitpicking motherfuckers. Okay. But it says, hold on. Shlakia. It says, for the flesh left against the spirit. Oh, no. I don't want that right there. Hold on. I don't want that yet. I want to get back to where I was at. Hold on. Shlakia. For brethren, liberty. Right there. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, your neighbor is your fellow Israelite. Okay, I don't have to overtly go into that. But also, like I said, I'm not loving my neighbor or doing him or her no justice if I'm not controlling my flesh. If I want to fuck his wife, why would that be on my mind? Okay. I'm not loving my neighbor if I'm watching his daughter get a pound town on them internet. That's not loving my neighbor either. That's not in both ways. Because the neighbor is a female, it can be your neighbor too, okay? Yes, she's included. But it's the responsibility on the man to keep himself in pocket and in check. Because if you get out of pocket with the Most High God is going to smack your ass in pocket. And he's going to smack you in the face, okay? And he's going to blast you with his spiritual bullets, for sure. He's going to blast you, bro, with attacks. He's going to let the demons, he's going to let this happen to you. And he's going to beat your ass, bro. And I'm using this to correct you. Not to just send you to hell. That's what the Most High is saying, man. But how can I love my neighbor if I keep on? First of all, clean your temple, clean your mind. Control what you put in your mind, in your body. You see what I'm saying? For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I don't love my neighbor. I'm using my brother K. Camp for it. I don't love the brother K. Camp if I want to fuck his wife. Point blank, period. That's it. That's all. I don't love K. Camp if I want to rob him. Okay? I don't love my brother K. Camp if I want to bully him or some shit like that. And this is just every brother and sisters who's going through, who don't understand this simple logic. Leave people the fuck alone sometimes. Okay? I don't love my neighbor if I'm feeding them false information. It's not how you. It's literal times what you say too. How you say it, yes, but what you say. Literally, because I can say some ill shit and make it sound. I can say the most demonic shit in the world and make it sound like it's reasonable or it's logical. That is called sin, man. That is literally Satan coming in the light and giving you bullshit. But loving my neighbor. I can't love my neighbor, my fellow Israelite brother and sister if I'm not serving. First of all, I got to rebuke my flesh and serve God the way he called me to serve. Then I have to serve my neighbors. Okay, and serving is actually a beautiful thing if you literally think about it. And you're not a damn slave, and your slave minded is be a servant for your fellow brother and sister. Everybody's a servant. The soldiers that go at war are servants. Okay, now I'm not saying all wars are righteous. I'm saying they're servants. Your barber, your fellow laborer, you're gonna serve one way or another. The woman who works as a nurse, the nurse, the doctor, the nurse, the hairstyle. You're serving you're serving either way it goes. Okay, a woman who has children, that's a service, literally. That's literally a service. She's putting her body through, and I'm not trying to make something like, I'm literally being serious. She's putting her body through pressure to bring your child in the world. She's doing you a service, whether you know it or not. Y'all motherfuckers just make it so hard for something so simple. Okay? Let's man, you guys have to understand this. You're not doing justice if I hate my neighbor, okay? That's it, that's all. I don't want to go into a rant. It says, but if ye bite and devour one another. Nitpicking, biting, devour. And I have, bruh, and, just nitpicking and everything. Bite and devour one another. Take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that you would. Sometimes it's good to be that sober-minded. Sometimes it's good not to even pick up alcohol or a day in your life. And I'm not saying alcohol is a sin. I'm saying the times that we living in, hey, you're going to need that discipline where you can go without alcohol, because alcohol, drinking it or not drinking it, doesn't make you it doesn't do anything for drinking alcohol or wine, okay, which have alcohol content is going to, it feels good to do that, but also going without it, it feels better too. Feels good too. Like, go without it. Like, it's not even a big deal. Oh, they drink wine on the Passover, so wait until the Passover to drink wine. That's not my argument. My argument is some brother that can go with or without it. That doesn't make that brother bad. It's like, at the end of the day, grow the fuck up. Get off the boo-boo. Get off the boo-boo. You see what I'm saying? For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one to another, so that you cannot do the things that you would. And the reason why I'm saying you, because the word ye, it just goes back to you, okay? That's what the word is, okay? And I get like this because I like languages, okay? I do like language. I do appreciate language, especially English. But English is like, it's difficult at sometimes, but it's really fun to break it down and really understand it, okay? So I'm not getting frustrated. It's not frustration, just like, that's what the word ye means, okay? It says, but if ye, be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law, okay? Because you're under the Spirit. You're not under the law, okay? Meaning you don't have to worry about this. You're under the Spirit, and you're keeping his commandments, loving your neighbor as yourself. Loving them is telling them to. But here's what Israel do. Well, if you don't have your garment on, then when brothers, if you don't have, they be like, if you don't have your garment on with your fringes and everything, which I wear garments with fringes, and then okay, it's a shirt with fringes. And first of all, those fringes are not even the fringes that we wore back then. But then they say you nitpicking that. Man, y'all like to start shit. That's the problem. I said shalom to this one Israelite that I always say, when I see the Israelite, I say shalom. Then when you engage with somebody, they always give you something like, I said shalom to this one Israelite in an old person home. I was taking my grandmother not an old person home, in the elderly home, because it's respect, okay? In the elder home, okay? Taking going to see my grandmother, okay? I seen the brother with his friends. I said shalom. He said, "Are you just saying that because you saw me on?" It's like, there you go. So I engaged with a conversation. Of course, he cut me off, gave me the law and everything. Went to the law, and I get it. Israel won't be perfect, but it's like, at the end of the day, bro, I just said shalom. Like, I get it. I'm with y'all. Oh, you're not on the battlefield. I'm now teaching every day. Like, what y'all don't understand, y'all overbearing. Oh, that's because you weak, brother. You can't say y'all motherfuckers was in the world doing all this bullshit, bro. When we saying why we don't rock with you camps is just for this damn reason. Y'all overbearing, over righteous, just overtly just disrespectful for no damn reason. And I said I can take disrespect and I can dish it out too, but I can also know how to respect. I said shalom. I'm not saying that because of some entertainment type of shit. I'm saying shalom. But he didn't understand who I was though, and I didn't reveal everything. I shut my mouth and I listened. And in that conversation, he told me, if you want any questions, of course they give you the number and everything. But I feel like he saw like I can listen and everything, but I use that to my advantage as far as like, yeah, I'm listening, bro. Like, you're not talking to no stupid motherfucker, bro. I'm not a dummy. I understand the scripture. And in that day, it's not even in that day. People just go to like make excuses and nitpick at the law. I don't trust in man. Like I don't man. But anyways, shout no disrespect to that brother. Shalom, still, peace. You see what I'm saying? And just like, forgive your brother. You got to forgive your sisters because we always want to forgive the brothers and everything. But when it comes to sister, we hold, because I'm guilty of that too. The sisters can't do nothing real. You have to, be forgiving to your sisters too. You can't hate your sisters. And I'm saying this from being a man. You can't, I mean, there's no way that, yes, women, men, they do fucked up shit. But understand this, hey, mind your own, find your own. If you can't use the platform to really encourage them to really walk, because I'm about to read the fruits of the spirits in a minute, and I'm about to close out. If you can't really encourage them to walk like this and give them encouraging words to God, not even walk, because you can't make nobody walk. Only God can do that. But if you can't give encouraging words or words of the scriptures, hey, shut the fuck up, in my opinion. And I mean that with all disrespect. If you want to take it like disrespect, I don't care. Like real talk. Okay. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this: love. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And I'm not saying you should not wear the garment or nothing. I'm saying, yes, keep the law as far as this. You understand, we're in a liberty, okay? And me wearing my shirt of garments every day does not make me more in the commandments or not. That doesn't even make sense. First of all, like I said, the garments that they were wearing back, we wasn't wearing the fringes. This has been broken down already. Y'all want to talk about nit? Because I do the same thing. Y'all want to talk about nitpick? I can nitpick too. I am saying I'm wearing my shirts with fringes and everything. That is okay. Cool. That doesn't make me less separate from the world or not. That doesn't at all. It's just like the preacher telling you wear a suit and tie. That doesn't make you less separate. No, it's just clothing, bruh. And y'all always got mixed. Let's deal with the mixed fabric. Y'all say brothers can't line their hair. We can't grow dreadlocks. We can't wear earrings. Bro, I'm out. First of all, I wear earrings and everything, but I'm not doing, bro. I like the style of earrings. Oh, it's something weird. Like, y'all go to the weirdest shit, bro. Nowhere in the Bible, and I just research it too. And I've dealt with this. I know I dealt with this in the past. But, just re-going over where you have to go over. I know there's nowhere in the Bible where the Most High is rebuking men wearing earrings. First of all, in Hosea, that was dealing with a specific time and specific period that was committing whoredom. First of all, that was dealing in that time. And yes, you can compare it to this time because they're doing the same thing. But here's the thing though. Let's deal with the Exodus when Aaron made them, take off the earrings and everything. First of all, and their jewelry, not only earrings, their jewelry. First of all, they were making idols. Okay. I'm not noting my earrings and making an idol and bowing down. But then then that's not enough for motherfuckers. Because then you have people who come back and was like, well, you're giving into the idol by the image. Okay. You tap out. Okay, cool. That is foolish. Like, nowhere in the Bible does it says wearing earrings is a sin. There's no law that says wearing earrings is a sin. Nowhere in the law. At all. Or we're not under law. But nowhere in the New Testament does it talk about wearing earrings. Paul's not talking about wearing earrings. For a man, they're like, yes, he tell women to dress in modest apparel. But what is modest? Everybody wants to nitpick at every freaking thing, bro. And I get it because, if it condemns you, don't do it. You know, you got brothers in the truth with tattoo. Like, it's like all stuff that you can make excuses about, but work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. Going back and forth. Okay? And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would be. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, humiliation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revealings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Hamashiach have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. Now, this is Paul's letter, but this is wisdom too, okay? Because it's all coming from Christ, or Mashiach. It's not Paul just giving his opinion all the time. I got to stop doing that, because Paul was a man of the law. But we don't war against Paul and Christ. I don't do that. Christ is, I believe Christ is, Hamashiach Yahushua is all throughout the Bible, the Old and the New Testament. Okay. Moses, me saying this is Paul's letter, so it's just his opinion, is like saying, well, Moses, he was walking with God too, but he struck the rock. Y'all want to nitpick at every little small thing. Moses still walked with God. He struck the rock, though. He struck the rock. It's Paul's letters. What? Moses didn't see the promised land. Bro, but eventually, but Moses was chosen at the time, at his time, though. And no, he didn't see the promised land that time. He didn't see it right there. No, it was not meant for him to see it. Oh, Moses is condemned already. It's like, y'all just don't want to know. Like, y'all don't want to get right, though. You see what I'm saying? It's Paul's letter. Everybody make that excuse. That's a scapegoat. It's Paul's letter. It's Paul's letter. You got people saying that, John the Baptist didn't walk with Christ. We all heard this all before. And I mean, going through school and dealing with all this stuff that I'm dealing with and everything and reading the scriptures, I forgot that. Not really forgot. I wasn't even paying attention to ISU became them no more, because I've been knew they denied Christ. We've been knew this. Not denying Christ. Well, nitpicking or doing it, John saying that John the Baptist denied Christ and everything. We've been knew this. Talking generally how to talking about you can have anal sex with your wife. Been hearing this shit. This shit is like irritating to deal with. GMS with the rape doctrine and shit. And understand, people have a problem with that doctrine for sure. Okay, because even with the lay hold and everything, you have to go back and read. Because we use that, I'm guilty of it too, using that 1 Corinthians 7:36 as an excuse to lay with young women who's underage and stuff, because you got to understand, it says beyond the flower of her age. It doesn't say right there at the flower of her age. It says beyond it. Okay, it can mean 17, it can mean 16, 17, 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? But I believe it was in the late teens though. Okay, like the 17, 18s and everything. I don't believe people was out here relating with 12-year-olds. I don't believe that. I don't. Okay. And whatever. It doesn't, because it doesn't even make sense. That's during the flower of her age. She's developing. It's like saying I can go if I grow a berry tree or a tree before the fruit ripe, I can just take the fruit off and just eat it before it ripes. That doesn't make sense. It's still growing at its growing stage. You always come with wicked ass doctrine and shit, and I'm not escaping them, because I like to deal with the scriptures head on. But understand that this is for, brothers and sisters who's walking in the new covenant. Okay. And he was dealing with these problems, because we all deal with problems. Even brothers who's in the Israelite camps, they still deal with problems. Sisters deal with problems. Everybody deal with problems. This is just encouraged. Okay. And with that being said, I hope you guys are edified, and please don't come on the comment board talking about you cussing, you're doing too much. Please just don't do that, okay? First of all, I'm not cussing. There's no such thing as cussing at all. Foul language, okay, foul language. But you're to defile your body with all types of but never. Let's not deal with that, okay? With all being said, and sincerely, hope you guys are edified. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rukah HaKadosh. Shalom.